Podcast City Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get it on!
Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, get out, get knocked down. Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast with my co-host Everett Lee of the Everett Lee Show and our guest tonight, the Bruisers, Robert Katchem and Mitch Malik. How are you guys?
I'm doing all right, man. How y'all?
Not too bad. Not too bad, man. This is great. David, thanks for having me come on and co-host with you on this night, man. I'm excited about this. This is going to be great.
It is because we just caught a promo late last night, and we were like, wow, it caught our eye. It put the spark in to get you guys going, for your upcoming match. And we enjoyed that.
Thanks. Yeah. We're tagging. We're gonna start tagging in a Grindhouse here soon. It'd be the first official time, I guess, we've tagged at the promotion where we trained at. So we wanted to make sure we were gonna really tell everybody what we were about. The promotion where we trained at. So
nice. David said, "Got to go on Twitter, Everett." I said, "Why?" He's like, "You got to check out this promo." As soon as I got on there, man, it's just so like, Mitch, you didn't say too much, but then when Robert came in, it drew me in. You made your point on what you were going to do and how you're going to do it. And it reminded me of a Freebird promo. It did. It reminded me of the Freebirds for some reason, man. It just drew me in. Michael Hayes. It had that Michael Hayes to it when you were speaking, Robert. And what sold me on the promo was at the end, you're like, let's go get a beer. It's like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. This is great. Yeah, I definitely
like my beer.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you straight to the point. That's how a promo should be done, man. A promo should be done. Since we're talking about the promo, I want to go ahead and ask this, David, if you don't mind. Your favorite promo. Start with you, Robert, and Mitch. Your favorite promo.
Of all time?
Yeah, all time. All time favorite promo that you like.
Whew.
Well, it's funny that you brought Freebird to mind. It's probably Gordy's van promo that they cut.
Hey, you got to move closer to your mic, Katchem. Can't hear you.
It's definitely Gordy's van promo they cut. Because it's funny that you bring up the Freebirds.
Yeah. Mine's probably one of Cactus Jack's from when he was in ECW. There's this promo where him and Raven are sitting in like a boiler room or a basement with a fence behind them. And they both just talk and talk. I think the promo lasts for like 10 minutes. I think both of them talk for 5+ minutes each. And it was just, I really liked it.
Nice. David, what would be your promo, man? Buddy, pal, what would be your favorite promo?
If I had to go back in time or promos wise, it'd have to be, well, he stole my Cactus Jack, so I'll have to go with a different character for this one, though. I don't know. Let me talk about it since we're Bruiser Brody's. Okay, like a Bruiser Brody promo would be my favorite of all time. Maybe just how he just would get on the microphone and just be all ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, mine had to be Dusty Rhodes, Hard Times.
That's
I
pretty
just,
cool.
yeah, that's a good one there, and just with how at that time going back and forth with Ric Flair, one of the greatest one-on-one feuds there was Flair and Dusty. I just love that, and it was just one of my favorite promos. Hard Times. Yep. But yeah, it just the Freebirds and Von Erichs. It just when I watched that last night, when I seen it, it just brought me back to that. Just like Von Erichs, Freebirds, Michael Hayes, and
Hell. I'll tell you what, hell of a tag team. The Von Erichs were. They really were. Like the way that they performed in the ring, and all the just they threw it out there to the guys when they wrestled, and it's like the Freebirds as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely did.
Oh, without a doubt, those guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, they're both fantastic teams, and during that time, if you lived in Texas and you didn't know who they were, you must be living underneath a rock, man. You definitely did. But when you're cutting a promo, what do you draw from? Honestly, what do you when you're gonna cut a promo, Robert? Where do you draw, like, mentally? Where do you take yourself to actually get into that zone of cutting a promo?
Growing up, I was a good trash talker, and I just pulled from there. I'm literally just talking my shit and doing what I gotta do.
Nice. What about you, Mitch? What mindset and what do you pull from when you're cutting a promo? Same thing.
I think normally I just put myself, I think in a mad place. I just get angry. I don't know exactly why, but when I'm angry, I can talk. So it lets me go to it.
Oh.
How about teaching me a promo? Like if I was, all right.
So if you were doing a promo?
Yeah.
So you want me to, okay, so I don't know, I guess what the basics of a promo is. So you start, you gotta have your place, you gotta have your opponent, you gotta have your date. So if you got those three things, or if you don't have an opponent, you gotta have a goal to talk about. And ours, we don't exactly know our opponent, but that promo we posted last night, we were just talking about the belts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going for. We
just want to hurt people. That's all we want.
We want to hurt people.
Yes.
Gotta
hurt people. Gotta hurt people. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you definitely made that point across there. You want the belt, you want the gold, and you've two not. This would be the first time you both have tagged together in Grindhouse. You guys tagged outside of Grindhouse before, right?
Yeah. We've been working at a couple promotions up here in Indiana. We were tag champions at a TCW up until this past Saturday, where we lost them.
Ooh, oh boy!
Yeah, that was a hell of a match.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It was a hell of a match, but we could have done a lot better.
I
think the ref was playing favorites.
Who did you guys face?
We didn't get pinned, so it's all good. We didn't get pinned. It was a triple threat tag team match. One of our opponents got pinned while we were all on the outside and kind of beating people and stuff.
Yeah, so we didn't lose them. We got screwed.
Yeah, we'll be back eventually. We got some stuff going on for a few months, but we'll eventually go back for them.
Nice. What was the other promotion that you tagged into as well?
It was a TCW, so it's a small promotion here in southern Indiana. I'm in Louisville, but it's in southern Indiana.
Yeah, that's the main one we've been in chance to tag at.
Yeah, we've had some decent matches. Our first match there was against Mickey Knuckles and was it Nakeem Advent? That was a pretty fun match.
Mickey Knuckles.
So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tough bitch.
Yeah, she wasn't on her game that night.
Very much so.
Yeah, she. It was a very tough match, but we did come out on top. So we started off on a high note.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Now, speaking of Indiana, did you guys pretty much grow up around up in Indiana, or where did you guys grow up at? Robert, where'd you grow up at around in Mitch?
I say I grew up around the Black Hills of Kentucky, so well, at least technically Harlan. I call a little joke that there's the Black Mountains down there, but due all to the mining, it's the Black Hills now.
Nice.
But just grew up roughneck around.
What was that?
You cut off there at the end, Robert. What was the last part?
Oh, just grew up just roughnecking it and having to fight pretty much a lot.
All right.
I grew up all around Kentucky, different places, but lived most of my life in Louisville.
Nice. Yeah, Kentucky has some good wrestling there. Like growing up, what promotions or what was your first live wrestling experience growing up as kids going to go see?
Mine was going to a local Boys and Girls Club just for a small promotion.
Nice.
And that's where personal love for the smaller venues come from me.
See, I want to say my first one, I can't remember the promotion because I was a little kid, but it was just at the Louisville Gardens. It's an old venue they used to use for shows back up into the late 90s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Who now growing up now watching wrestling on TV, like were you guys more WCW or WWF? Which one did you watch more?
I grew up watching a little bit of mixture of both. Grew up from watching old VHS tapes of both of them and just grew to love all of it.
I actually started on WCW, but because I'm a couple years older than Robert, I started on WCW, but quickly went to WWF in the late 90s. What was it, 2001? I think I was like 8 when WCW
ended. Yeah, the fold of WCW, man. That was something right there. That was something right there. You know, seeing WWF buy its own competition out, man. Buy its own competition out. Yeah, I pretty much in the 80s WCW and went back and forth, watched WWF. My father was a big WCW, of course, Dusty Rhodes fan. He hated Ric Flair. He hated all the heels. He wanted to take his TV and throw it out the front door, man. He about ruined a bunch of TVs every time Flair or Cornette come on TV. Yeah. But, yeah, it's the Attitude Era. I remember watching that as a teenager, but then during the 2000s, wrestling got interesting because there wasn't no more WCW, and then there was some other promotions out there and stuff. I remember TNA starting up, and then years later hearing about a promotion called ROH, Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Were you guys ever into any of the Ring of Honor stuff from that promotion?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I was definitely when I got the older I got.
Yeah. Who was some of your favorites that stuck out to you in that promotion there?
Briscoes, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Man up. Briscoes all the way. Yeah.
The Briscoes. I remember watching it a couple times.
Punk, obviously.
Punk, obviously. And then that was the first. I was watching Ring of Honor the first time I saw War Machine wrestle, and I was a big fan of them. Before they jumped shit. Or are they still in WWF or WWE? I'm not even sure. I haven't seen or heard anything of them for a long time.
I think they still are, man.
Really?
I think I think they're still there. They're still in that promotion. I don't watch the product like I used to.
No.
I think the last time I really watched the product was when Undertaker retired, but I did last month watch the Royal Rumble, and I wish that was 2 hours or 3 hours of my life I could get back, but yeah, it just don't interest me anymore as much it used to.
But speaking of rumbles, you guys just had a rumble this past couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Grindhouse's Rumble.
Yes. How was that, bitch?
Yeah, we did.
It was decent. I mean,
Yeah.
Katchem kind of ran into me and knocked me out of the ring by accident, but he was going after someone else. But no, it was pretty good.
Yeah, we got screwed out of that too. Big clumsy son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, that dude was this freaking. This guy has a hippo. I mean, he's a good. I'll give him that. Berto's strong guy. Big dude. He trained with OVW, but he comes out with this stuffed hippo and treats it like it's his pet. Oh.
You know what? That sounds like that guy. Oh God, what's his name from the Shook crew? Oh, Bobby Orlando with the goat.
He had a goat.
He carries a little stuffed goat to the ring. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good rumble. Madman Pondo made an appearance. We both got knocked by the head bomb. And then who ended up winning that thing? I didn't pay attention after the match after we were out.
I'd say, yeah, once we were out, we had no reason to care. But I think it was Clayton Cannon or something, what we heard afterwards.
Cannon, yeah.
The little scrawny neck son of a bitch.
Yeah, the professional, the douchebag.
Wow.
But, we got another show coming for Grindhouse, and is it next weekend? 2 weeks? Whenever the 27th.
Yep.
27th,
with Rhino.
27th.
Rhino
So
yeah, Rhino's gonna be there. So
that's gonna be cool. Rhino's always great to see, and to be around.
we have no clue who's facing him because like 7 people have cut promos on him at this point, and I'm like, who's facing Rhino?
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, Adrian and a couple others as well.
Yeah.
I'll have him on Monday. I'll have him on Monday night. I can't wait to talk to him.
Who's that?
Alexander.
Oh yeah. I don't really know much about him. I know his tag partner is pretty annoying. He keeps talking or like messaging me and stuff. Just stop talking about me. Stop mentioning me. He's British dudes, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy from the UK. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Bullet or whatever his name is. Oliver Bullet. Gunner,
I believe.
Gunner. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Everett, I'm up on my game.
Yeah. I'm pretty much moderating the chat right now too, and I'm monitoring on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. So this podcast is live on 4 different social media platforms. So I'm going back and forth moderating here, taking care of that for you.
Let's pull up a question, Everett. Since we have it floating around, what's going on? Let's see if there's anybody. Is there a question or?
I don't see nothing. There got some eyes on the podcast tonight, though. Anybody wants to fire off a question for the Bruisers? Feel free, man. Throw it in the chat, and we'll get to your question here tonight. That's
what we want, right?
Yes.
People want to talk.
Yeah, if y'all got questions, ask us. Catch him being quiet, ask him something, he'll talk. I mean, you might be able to. I don't know.
Yes, I will. Trust me.
How many beers in are you? Can they even understand you anymore?
I got a pint so far. I need to go get some more.
I
think I've had like half of the 6-pack today, so yeah.
let me ask you this, Robert. What was last time you had a hardcore match? Ooh.
Saturday.
Last time I had a hardcore match, it was in December. If you want to go full blown hardcore match, it was with me and Lobo Kami in a bunkhouse brawl.
Bunkhouse brawl. Yeah, that match was. I was backstage watching that match.
It was a hard hitting match. Lobo, even though he looks like the Michelin Tire Man, is a tough son of a bitch. That he earned my respect that night.
Yeah, I've been hit by.
You all definitely need to find to watch that match. It is a definitely a barn burner.
Let me ask
very
you this,
old school
Mitch.
style match.
Now let me ask you this, Mitch. Josh Crane, how was that match?
Oh, the UWFI fight. Yeah, that was interesting. That was my first ever UWFI match, and I got up on him. I mean, did y'all watch? I don't know if y'all saw it or not. I got up on him. I thought I was so close. I thought I had him. I thought that drop kick put him down. And I got on him, and he just he was ready for it. Josh Crane hits like a motherfucker. Mack truck, full on.
He does. He does. He's one of those guys that's he's got it, you know. He's got that. It's like the young Chris Hero kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, except with a deathmatch background.
Yeah. What do you think of that, Everett? Huh?
I would say, yeah, Mitch was definitely lucky that he got a chance to stand up with Josh Crane. But I do gotta say, I think I might be able to get a hand or two on him if I get the chance.
You need. I've been telling Katchem he's got to get in with Parrot. He's got to get in on that UWFI stuff soon because dude can wrestle for days. When he finally gets on with Paradigm and does it, nobody's gonna expect it. He's gonna wrestle everyone. Like straight wrestle them to the ground.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking in the chat here, looking around on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Anyone wants to fire off a question? Throw it in the chat here, and the Bruisers, Robert, and Mitch will answer your questions. And I'm going to throw this up here. One Man Crew. He says, "What's up, guys?" He's watching. One Man Crew. He just moved back to the.
What's up, man?
Oh, hi, David C. Russell. Oh, hey.
Hey, look, Everett Lee.
Oh, Everett Lee's there too. Hey.
My doppelganger's in the chat there.
Yeah, the robots are in the room.
The bots. Yeah. Last on David's last podcast, some delinquents that was past their bedtime got up on YouTube and started just typing everything they can and stuff. And David's going to be set David up with the Nightbot. Nightbot's going to make sure you're going to people like that's going to not jump in there and do stuff.
Well,
like
Everett, you just had that too on a recent podcast with some porno.
Yeah, you had to bring that up, David.
Well,
you had to bring that up,
sorry,
man. You did.
Sorry.
It was stupid. It was a stupid thing.
Well, tell these guys what you did. Tell them what you had. It was actually he did a podcast. Go ahead, Everett. You tell them.
Yeah, no, I didn't do a porno, so yeah, tell me what porno you did. Yeah, that's interesting.
No.
Yeah.
Close
Yeah, it was called Minuteman. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. No. I had last week I had Jeremiah Kemp. He's a independent film director and the lead in his movie Mike Manning, the promote Slapface. It's on Shudder Network. I don't know if you guys are horror fans. It's on the Shudder Network, and I had him on.
Shudder, so
yeah, Shudder has some good stuff on there, and his movies exclusively on the Shudder Network. And I was interviewing him, and I do my live audio podcast on Podbeam Live. Someone jumped in there, and they're talking just knocking off, just going on with some nonsense and stuff. And they're like, Slapface. It's like, oh, is that where that movie where so-and-so gets raped? And it's like, no, wrong movie. It's like, oh. And then they said, out of nowhere, they put in the chat there. They said, can my cock audition for your movie if you do pornos? It's like, get out of here with that shit, man.
Delete, block.
Delete. Yeah,
that's pretty fucked up.
it is. It is, man. It is. It was pretty messed up.
But the audio kept Ever's podcast. He had to piece it because the one guy's microphone was so bad, right, Everett?
Yeah, he was having some technical difficulty. I did get back with him a couple days later after I edit the episode and I put it out there. He said in his neighborhood there, they were having some technical difficulties with everyone's like
Wi-Fi,
internet and Wi-Fi and stuff going out, and I was like, it had to be the night you had to come on my podcast, but it was good. It was good, man. You know, we fixed it.
There's always somebody with bad Wi-Fi. You know that. What are you gonna do? You can't.
Yeah.
It's storming here today, so it's been kind of. I was afraid it wasn't going to work, because it went out for a little while earlier here.
You guys, seeing any good movies? Seeing if there's anything out there that's catching your eye right now? Anything like I haven't watched any good movies. I'm not really, up to date yet. Like really, what about Everett? Everett's like on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I feel like I'm pretty up to date, but honestly, I can't remember the last movie I watched because I don't really sit down. I don't have time to sit down and watch TV that often.
Well, didn't they just release the that's on Netflix pretty soon. The Texas Chainsaw sequel. I think they have something. Yeah, they got the new
I
sequel.
plan on watching that tomorrow.
Is it out? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, that kind of caught your eye to it.
Does it come out? Does it come out tomorrow, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes out the 18th. I think.
Yeah, I saw the previews. I saw that trailer. I was like, "Ooh, this is a little bit different." Side of the story to it. More catchy with the.
I don't even think I've seen the trailer for it.
Almost a Halloween throwback. It seems like they're using that story they did with Halloween, bringing back a character from the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I'm just curious if they can, like a new twist on this. I'd like to see a new twist on an old story, because talking about seeing something old night before, I finally sat down and watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
No, I still haven't watched that one.
Me either, bitch.
Have you seen it,
Yeah,
Robert?
I haven't seen it either. Any good?
Yes.
I have not. Is it any good?
Yes, it is good. It is
Don't
good.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it. I will. This is what I'll say. If you're a fan of the original, you're going to love this one, because there's a lot of nostalgia. I just like that word, nostalgia, because it's more like tip your hat, because you got to really look, because there's things in it that you'll be like, oh, I remember that. But the cast was great. I mean, the kids were great. The one kid from Stranger Things, he was great. The Egon's granddaughter, she was great, and Paul Rudd, he was just funny. He was just Paul Rudd, man.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's always pretty good in movies.
Yeah,
I've been past that. I went past that firehouse.
Paul Rudd's always.
I've been past the fire. I've passed the firehouse whenever I was in New York. I'd always walk past that just for fun.
Yeah, that would be something I like to go to the firehouse. Just go see it, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys this. I had my 4-year-old. She watched it with me, because I was about the same age when I watched the first Ghostbusters, and the hellhounds scared the shit out of me. And of course, it scared the shit out of her. She climbed up me like a tree, and it just reminded me of a kid. When you hear those, especially I just started laughing when watching it now, the first one, when you hear the part where Sigourney Weaver's like, in that deep voice, "Are you the keymaster?"
Yeah.
And then Bill Murray's like, "Oh, that's a beautiful singing voice you have there." It's just one of my favorite parts. But yeah, I would definitely watch it. When you do watch it, there's a mid-credit and end-credit scene you have to watch. You definitely have to watch that. Were you guys
Okay.
fans of Stranger Things? Did you guys like that?
I think I've watched at least a couple seasons.
Yeah, I'm a big horror head, so I liked it.
Yeah. I read today they announced that I think it was May 8th, season 4 is coming out on Netflix in May, but they're breaking up season 4. Volume 1, they call it, comes out in May, and then volume 2 comes out in July. And then when season 5 rolls around, that's going to be the final season. They're going to end it.
Oh, so there's only going to be they're going to end it at 5.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then yeah. The first 2 seasons were great. I mean,
Man, this is good that the show knows when to end their shit. So
yeah.
Don't you hate that when they have a TV show that keeps going on and on and on? It's just like they're finally in The Walking Dead.
I feel like did you ever watch Arrow?
Yes.
That went like 3 seasons.
yeah, it should have ended years ago.
Yeah. I dropped off Arrow around season 6 when they spent too much time with everyone bickering and fighting each other, and then you had the guy, the villain was like looked like Bill Gates, and then he dies, and then you got Diaz. Diaz walked around sounding like he's constipated all the time. It's like, oh no, Arrow's getting attacked by constipation. Diaz come walking in. It's like, what's this guy saying? It's like the biggest battle this guy has is not Arrow, it's constipation. Give this guy Rolaids, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
Robert, by the way, what beer are you drinking, my friend?
I got me some Moosehead.
Oof.
I have me a Sunlight Ale, and I got me a Miller Lite. I've already drank all my Moosehead, so I'm debating Miller Lite or Sunlight.
Yeah. Well, I have my Starbucks right now. Okay, that's fine.
I got
Oh yeah, trust me, I've been drinking all day. So
brisk lemonade.
Hey, there you go.
You like drinking, Robert, IPAs? Are you a fan of IPAs?
Definitely. International Piss Association. I'm not.
Damn. Since we're talking about the international,
I'll say I like my.
That's great. What has ever been the most disgusting bad beer you ever drank before? The one you would recommend that anyone
Zombie Dust.
What's that?
Zombie Dust.
Zombie Dust.
It's Zombie Dust. It's like a knockoff fucking IPA.
Wow.
It sounds like a Heineken. That sounds like a Heineken on steroids. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow. Zombie Dust. Wow. I'll have to stay away from that. I found Mad Dog has a drink out there. It's in a can. I think it's 8%. It's called Mad Dog. It says on the front Mad Dog 20, but it's blueberry raspberry flavor, and then they have an orange mango, and they both taste great because you drink 2. That's pretty much it, man. They come in a big ass can too. They do. They come in a big ass can. You ever
stock up Everett? Did you stock up Everett?
Not yet. Not yet. Tomorrow night I will, because I go down to this corner store I used to go to growing up as a kid because I live like I grew up 2 blocks from where I live, and the same store I went to as a kid. I still go there, and I'm going to go in there tomorrow and get myself a 6-pack of that and throw it in the fridge for the weekend and throw on some IWTV, man. IWTV, you guys get a chance to watch that when you're not doing any shows or anything?
Yeah,
we talked to Mitch.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
we've
every
talked
once
to
in a
Mitch.
while, definitely. Catch it.
We've talked to Mitch about this already.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I did and didn't talk to with Mitch, man, because I've done so many podcasts, Mitch. It's just they're all bleeding together now.
It's all good. I don't remember either fully, so
I know.
it's okay. It's been a few. I don't know. It's been over a month at least. Time slips way out. I only ever remember the dates of the weekends these days, so because I know when my shows are. Like I know the days we have a show. That's about it.
Right.
I'll be at my day job and trying to fill out paperwork, and they're like, I have to ask somebody what the date is every time.
What about you, Robert?
Yeah, I definitely
Watching
got the same thing.
IWTV?
Yeah, I try to catch it every once in a while.
Yeah. I watched that Southeast First last month.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great show, man. 4 promotions under one roof, man. You had Action, you had Southern Honor, New South, and I forget the other promotion, but and they packed out that building there where Action Wrestling is there in Georgia, and it was a hell of a show. AC Mack won the, the
IWTV title.
Huh?
The IWTV title, right? Or
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, he won that. And then I watched, it was Beyond Wrestling this past weekend, and he was up there for their event they had, and he was in the main event. Who was he wrestling, David? Who was it? It was Willow.
The female Willow Nightingale.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. She's been on Dark a couple times, hasn't she?
Yeah. That's where I've seen her at before. And the thing was, if she won, she wins the championship. But if AC Mack wins, then the owner of Beyond has to bring Uncharted down south to do a season of Uncharted in the South. And of course, AC Mack came out on top, man. So it looks like Uncharted is going to be coming down south, to film a season. That's going to be interesting because I like to know where they're going to be at for that.
Yeah.
I definitely like to.
Yeah, there's so much cool shit going on in wrestling right now.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. On the independent scene right now, who would you like to have a match with that you've not had a match with yet? Who would you like to wrestle? Who'd you guys
one-on-one or as a team?
We'll do one-on-one and then as a team. All right. Well, team first. What as a team? The Bruisers versus who?
The Briscoes. Right?
That would be a hard hit son of a bitch.
That would be a
that would be a good one. Do y'all know Shooters Don't Die?
I've heard of the.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Shooters Don't Die would definitely be.
The two specifically. I want Freddie and Ron Bass Jr.
Ron Bass Jr.'s. Yeah, he's tough. He's one of those guys.
He's one of them. I'd want to face them too because that would be one hell of a match.
Yeah, we want the hardest hitting son of a bitch we can get.
Don't get me wrong. I'd gladly take on Miles and Cameron Saturn also, but if I got the choice, it's Ron Bass and Freddie.
Now what if it was old man Warner and Matthew Justice? Ooh, there's 2 guys that are.
Oh shit! Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right? Don't threaten me.
Yeah, I know. Man's just getting back on his run again. I know that's good. He's back on his feet again. That's
that is good.
That's good.
And yeah, because Mance broke his leg. I actually
Yeah.
a friend of ours was reffing that match. Sean O'Brien, Patrick O'Brien.
Yes, I know Patrick. Yep.
Yeah, he was reffing that match, and he told me a really crazy story about how it just like it was just like how Mance was so calm, but also trying to tell him, "Hey, dude, my leg is fucking destroyed."
Man, I'll tell you what. All the fans got behind him, and a lot of the guys supported him through all of his just to get back up and that's like Danhausen. Like everybody got on him.
That was the same show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the exact same show, and there was someone else that broke their leg that weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bad weekend in indie wrestling.
Actually, who just
that was a rough week altogether.
I think Chris Dickinson is back now. Also,
Nice. Oh, we didn't finish the who would we like to face? Okay, so
yeah.
I said shooters. So who would you like for us to face?
Oh yeah,
Everett, go for it. Pick.
Who would I like to see you guys face?
I'll say I'm honestly on the same boat with you. I'd like to get a hold of shooters too. That'd be a match that I want to get a hold of big time.
Right. That would be fun.
Oh man, you're talking about hard hitting. Yeah, I would have to go with David right there because the team I really like in the Indies is the Briscoes. I love what they do and stuff, and I feel you guys could tear down the house, man, because that'd be one hell of a match there with the Bruisers versus the Briscoes.
That probably be like a dream match.
What about a match with AJ Gray? Ooh, he's a hard hitter too.
He's a hard hitter. And then maybe because we do like doing a little bit of hardcore stuff. We could get maybe a couple of the rejects in there. That'd be fun. John Wayne Murdoch and Lee Bentley. That'd be a cool
yeah.
Rejects.
I forgot about Murdoch. Yeah, that would be something right there.
Yeah.
But definitely would be something right there, man.
If they don't do their behind the ropes things, whatever that is, I don't know.
I mean, Murdoch's probably one of the best workers out there.
He really is, man.
Yeah, overall.
That man can work circles around anybody.
Mitch, I think I told you last time that he stayed at my house.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, Murdoch's amazing in the ring. Katchem wasn't with me that weekend, but I was in Indianapolis last summer and saw this man do 3 death matches in 3 days.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I remember being backstage at one point because I was helping the crew out on the field. And I looked over at him. I was like, "Man, are you doing another?" Because him and Reed Bentley are about to go out, and I'm like, "Man, are you doing another death match tonight?" And he was just like, "Yeah." And I got 2 more tomorrow. And I'm like, "You look out there, man. I'm gonna go watch."
Yeah.
Damn, that's nuts, man. 3 death matches.
He's dedicated, man. He'll go to. He is. I mean, really, just when they want him. When you want something, you get it. You just take it if the opportunity comes.
Yeah, and he was doing glass panes and everything. I think that was one of the nights. I can't remember who it was for because there was a bunch of promotions there that night. It was ICW and Paradigm and a bunch of them. One night he went to put somebody through a pane of glass and he did a destroyer and the glass did not break.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it hurt both of them a lot. Like it was a rough one, but man.
Wow. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm always getting glass in the eye after a show.
I was picking glass out of my shoes for like 2 weeks after that show.
Damn. That's insane. But it sounds fun.
Everett, come down and see one of these days.
I've never been. I've seen a hardcore match, but I've not seen like a death match. I've not seen actually like a death match. I've seen hardcore matches.
What part of where do you live?
A death match is a dream of mine.
What part of the country?
I live in Daytona Beach. I live in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yeah, that's
I guess
where
death matches aren't as popular down in Florida.
I mean, it depends. It depends on where you go and what you look for, because there's good promotions. There's good promotions here in Florida, but it just, I don't know. There's the problem is down here. There's too many promotions.
Isn't it Tampa where the Collective went and they did some death matches? Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't they always in the same town as WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Tampa. I forgot about that. Yeah, David. I forgot about that. Thank you.
I showed you that footage from those. Yeah, that was on that crazy night too.
Yeah. Then there's about one promotion that I can think of that sticks out would be ARW, Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling, ARW, here in Cocoa Beach. It's run by Alex Red. They're on Fight TV. And
wasn't there another one? Wasn't there another one that did like hardcore stuff? American Combat Wrestling, ever down in
I think
down by Bam Bam Bigelow was a part of that one, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's been a while.
I know there's some more promotions down south, down in Miami, but up here where I'm at, almost like East Coast, almost Central Florida. I know at one point we had MLW. We had that in Orlando for a while, and then that went away.
Side note, speaking of MLW, my dream singles match right now, the guy I want to face is Big Beef, Gnarls Garvin. He's wrestling at MLW right now. I'd really like to get one on with him.
Nice. I know.
Yeah, definitely same here. Beef's the head I'd like to knock off.
I've actually been in the same battle royal as him, and he knocked me. I will say he hits hard, but I hit back just as hard as he just as much as he gave.
Hey,
Nice.
Everett, take it away. I'm going to step out of the room for a minute.
All right, bye. Hey, it's the Everett Lee show now. But yeah, well, since he's gone, I'm going to move the cameras around. Wow, there we go. You guys up there at the top, me in the bottom. Feel like the Brady Bunch here, with these squares moving around. David's been showing me how to operate Streamlabs here in the last almost month now, and I'm pretty much getting used to it because I use Streamlabs OBS, and using this right here, I like it, but I wish it was more freedom what you can do with Streamlabs. StreamYard, this is great. They keep updating it all the time, adding new stuff, which is great, but yeah, my nephew went to MLW. He sent me a video one night of him and his friend, and I forgot who it was, but they were having a match. They were having a hardcore match, and someone brought out a staple gun, and they handed it to his friend, and the guy threw him up in front of my nephew's friend, and he took this. They had this like staple him. So he took the staple and stapled him into the forehead. And sent me yeah, I was like, holy shit! As I called him the next day, I said, dude, where the hell were you last night? He said, Orlando. I said, Orlando. I said, what promotion were you at? And he's like, MLW. They had a hardcore match, and he's like, you see my friend? He that was him. I was like, they let him do that? He's like, yeah, they let a lot of people do stuff like that. I said, holy shit, he was there. This is like,
yeah, deathmatch people are fucking crazy.
They are. Yeah, they are. My favorite death match that I've seen, it's still my favorite, would be Cactus Jack and Terry Funk in that exploding barbed wire match in Japan.
Oh, fucking without a goddamn doubt.
God.
I was watching. I had like just pulled up on YouTube Cactus Jack matches the other day, and actually one popped up. It was Terry Gordy versus Cactus Jack, and I think it was All Japan. It was during one of the King of the Deathmatch tournaments, and they did the same kind of match, and it was fucking wild.
Wow. I'm gonna have to look that up there.
Yeah.
One man crew who just dropped in here, who's watching. He did some deathmatch wrestling in Japan. He has some stuff, man. He has some stuff up on his YouTube. Awesome. Yeah, you check out the shit he did, because he did some barbed wire plywood in a match, man. Him and his opponent were throwing it on top of each other, and it just get to cut the fuck up, man, with that barbed wire.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely entertaining, man, because I mean, like especially the stuff with the forehead, man, that I've been seeing, putting the stuff in the forehead.
The skewers, man.
Oh, yeah. You got skewers, you got the Kenzon fucking things.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with those skewers.
Hypodermic needle.
Those skewers, if the wood gets stuck in there, you can get an infection really bad. You gotta be careful with those.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There was a guy recently I can't remember who it was, but he was at ICW, and they did the skewers, and some got caught. He got like this huge swollen, like his forehead got swollen, and it was an infection really bad.
Damn. That's some crazy shit. That is, but I've never actually seen a death match live. I think that's one of the things I need to experience live. I've seen hardcore matches. We had hardcore matches when I was running production at CFWE. We did some hardcore matches there, and they were pretty fun. Fans bring the weapons, and I know I got to come out during the first one, and I got to bring out all the weapons. There's a video of me out there dropping all the weapons. I did it twice. But yeah, someone even brought a pizza cutter to the second one. Baking sheets, pots and pans. The first one we had a blender, and the crowd was chanting "fucking blender." Motorized blender. And then who was it? The commentary is like, the crowd wants a blender. And then they want a blender because it was an idea of fans bring the weapons. So to actually show them, it was almost like, you bring a horse to water. Mm-hmm. That was the whole idea for the first time we did this. The fan brings the weapon for the Outlaw Championship. That was the rules. It was 1-on-1. Fans bring weapons. And to kick it off, I was nominated to find weapons at my old job. Like I used to work at a store where we used to take donations. So one day, through that whole month, actually, one day we did get in some like old stuff we couldn't sell, like baking sheets and stuff that was like you throw it away. So I was like, I'll take it. So I had a box, and it just started piling. And I told everyone, I said, you find something that you're going to throw away, throw it in that box. I'm taking it with me. They're like, where? I said, to a wrestling show. And they're like, to a wrestling show? I was like, yeah, to a wrestling show. And they started throwing stuff in there. Baking sheets, had pie pans, had skillets. Then all of a sudden I looked in there, I said, you got to be kidding me. Someone threw in a old electric blend, like hand blender.
I was hearing you say that, talking about a blender, man. The things people bring, fans make the craziest stuff. It's insane these days.
It is.
And when I went to Chicago for the very first time for Game Changer, I was part of the staff for the show at the gala for the deathmatch show. A fan brought a wooden 2x4 with nails in it. We threw that out. No way. You're going to use a rusty old. No, that was not allowed. You know.
So yeah, fans are fucking stupid sometimes when they do that shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was G Raver was in the ring for that match, and he's like, "Nope, fuck you." Yeah.
Yeah, the blender topped it all off, man. That was great there with the blender and just like the pie pans and just.
You guys like thumbtacks?
I'll say I would definitely. I'd like to.
Yeah, we'll do them, but we haven't had a chance to yet. We did have like a slightly last Saturday we were in a triple tag team match, like a triple threat tag match. It wasn't technically a hardcore match, but
it was a triple threat, so there's no disqualification. So
a lot of weapons were used.
Yeah, if we can use weapons, we're using them.
Yeah, they got brought out fairly quick. I think it was maybe 3 minutes after the bell rang.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I left with a nice door necklace that night.
Oh yeah. He got hit with a door and it was left. Check out his Instagram, man. That door was stuck on his head.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I definitely am. But hell, David, that's some crazy.
There's
it's
insane. I know.
It is.
But Everett, what are you gonna pull up a poster right now of an upcoming event?
Oh yeah, David, that's right.
Oh,
Poster right here. Yes, the poster for the
next
show you guys were talking about here.
If you can find it, Everett.
Oh, I got it. It's looking right at me. Not that one. There we go. Boom.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
Oh yeah, the Grindhouse post. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Yep.
Beauty.
I don't think they tell the guy who the poster is very well done, but they should have they kind of put us all randomly.
Yeah.
They should put the bruises up front, because we're deserving of it.
Right. I think we're at least on the same side. They've got another tag team that's completely split up, but the poster at least looks good. It's well done.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous poster.
Yep.
Gorgeous poster.
Look at Lobo right there.
Lobo looks like a madman.
Yeah. Right next to Rhino.
The dude that I was talking about with the hippo, he's up there above Lobo.
Everett, move your mouse. Here, let's see if we can.
Yeah, do you see my mouse?
Yeah, where?
Right.
Yeah, go to Lobo and go right above him.
Right above him. That's Birdo and his pet hippo.
Yeah, Birdo might be off his meds, I think.
At the top of Rhino's head, to the left of Rhino's head, Everett.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that eliminated us both from the Rumble.
Wow.
Any payback for anyone? Is he gonna get some payback since he eliminated you guys in the Rumble?
You know what?
Definitely.
If we come across him, unless he wants to find a tag partner.
Okay.
Him and that hippo can tag together, right? That he can. We'll do it that way.
Yeah, we'll have Birdo and Hippo
versus the Bruisers.
Nice. So this is for Grindhouse Pro Wrestling Sunday, February 27th. It's at the arena, the 1416 Spring Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Yep.
Doors open at 2:00. Bell time at 3 p.m.
Ooh,
and
afternoon show. Those are good. I like those because they go quick and you got the rest of your evening.
Yeah. We try. That's the point. 'Cause it's a Sunday. We early enough in the day for people to get home and still have dinner and relax.
Nice. So that's gonna be great. Are they gonna have this eventually? They're gonna air it on IWTV, correct? Do you know anything if they are?
I don't know where
We're
they're
not
going.
sure. It'd be cool
We
to
don't
see
know where they
though.
post them at. Yeah, that would be great. But they might be posting some matches on YouTube soon. I don't really know. I hope so. I'd like to see that Rumble we were in because that was a pretty fun Rumble. You probably saw the picture. I got an elimination where I drop kicked this dude out of the ring. I just really want to see that clip.
Nice.
So yeah, and I sent somebody to the Black Hills and definitely slammed their ass on top of their dome.
Yeah. I looked up just in time to see that happen. I was like, oh, damn. He destroyed that. Is he okay? He killed that guy.
Nice.
Yeah, Loki got caught and Ketchum killed him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys want to say anything to who you're going to be facing on the 27th? Do you want to say anything? Do you have any you want to say anything?
We don't know who we're going to be facing. We know most of the tag teams. They've cut promos. Check Grindhouse's Facebook and social media. You can see those. But
yeah, but whoever it is, they better get ready for a fight because they ain't going to be leaving.
It really matter. Half these teams ain't going to.
You can't do it both.
I'm not going to say that they're not good because, but they're not going to stand up next to us. There's a reason we're called Grizzlies.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun, man. This has been.
It has.
We'll do it. The rest above everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what, Mitch? Like I said before, you're welcome to come back. You guys are welcome to come back anytime.
Yeah. We got any other shows we could we're on anytime?
Yeah. What do you guys got coming up here?
Yeah.
No, that was it April 9th or whatever it is.
April 9th. Yeah, it's a benefit show.
We got the show for epilepsy that we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's called Flex for Bubba. I think his name's some kid. He needs a surgery. Rikishi's going to be at the show.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
It's also in Jeffersonville, April 9th. I think it's a Saturday. Can we talk about Illinois?
Stay away from the stink face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be in Illinois. So
March 5th, Strictly Insane Pro Wrestling. We'll be making our debut there. It's Crossville, Illinois, I believe. So that's
I believe so.
We're excited for that one because it's the first time in another state. Wrestling, at least, because we've been to other states to help out. Well, no, you've wrestled in Texas, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a chance to be in Texas, and I've helped out in West Virginia. But
yeah, I've only wrestled in Indiana so far. As a tag team, it'll be the first time out of state.
East Coast is coming, calling for you guys eventually. You know that.
That'd be great. Oh man, I would love to get on one of those.
Without a doubt.
You know those shows that Casanova Valentine does at the bars? My buddy Sean P was telling me on a car a few months ago. He was like, or a couple weeks, I don't remember when he was talking about it, but it's just them in a bar, and he says it's just so much fun.
Oh wait, who else does that? Graham does that, right? That guy Graham does them.
And he says these shows are just so much fun, and I'd love to be on one of Casanova Valentine shows. I met him last year. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah,
nice.
we talked about that. Casanova is one of those crazy son of a bitches that to grow to love.
I'd say I'd like to play some one day, but I'm not. If somebody comes at me with a dildo, I'm just leaving. That's just
no dildos. That's like
I would get out. I would get Dodge too. I definitely would get Dodge too.
That's a blast from like the past of Sexy Eddie coming back.
Right.
You know, he's still doing that shit.
That man doesn't move to lock with a spiked dildo. I am not stepping in any. If he's on my team, I'll step in the ring with him. Not happening.
No. Everett, what do you think? That's it, guys. As always. Oh, should we put where can we find? Well, where we can find this guy.
Let's catch him. Yeah.
All right,
Catch
Robert, your social media, we got that up right there.
Yes, definitely.
I can follow.
Where are you at on social media? There, right there. You got you on Facebook and where else?
Never just like.
I say I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Instagram, you'll find a little bit of a more personal side of me. So there's your warning.
Nice. Now,
Of course, we got Mitch.
Yeah.
Look at that, Everett. I'm faster than you, buddy.
Yeah, check out our. We both have separate T-shirts. Ketchum's got a really cool one on What a
Yes,
Maneuver.
I'm on What a Maneuver.
And I've got Brain Busters, but we've got some ideas coming up, and we're gonna try to work on some Bruisers merch here soon. So look out for that.
No, when that comes out, I'm gonna definitely get something.
The plan is for us both to have a separate Bruisers design and have them separately on our stores, so you can get them from both of us. But that's like in the idea stage right now, so it'll be a minute.
So fans, get out there, buy your merch, right, Everett? Buy your merch, support these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I've been moderating for you, man. I'm moderating the chat. Our little minion decided to show back up again, and I caught him. Yes, I caught him. What's from that movie? What's it from that movie right there? I got your name. I got your ass. I know you. I'll tell you what, the Bruisers are going to come after you. You keep jumping here, disrespecting.
Yes, we are. We don't want you.
All right.
Yep. I got your name there. I'm that crazy old man that runs out and yells at the children, "Get off my lawn, damn it!"
But Everett, what else do we have going on? Do we have anything? I think we just have. I don't know. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Go ahead, Everett.
Yes, I do. Next week, next Tuesday night on February 22nd on the Everett Lee Show, live on Podbeam live stream. David from Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast is going to be joining me, as my guest is going to be none other than OVW's Reverend Ronnie Roberts. And
well, what do you know?
You may not, know who may stop by there and crash the party,
Shout out to Ronnie right there. Nice man.
Yep. Ronnie jumped all over me. Did you guys see? Yeah, because
I listened to the podcast. Yeah.
Yes, it was great. He just he wanted it.
Yeah, he's mad at me, man. He's mad at me because I didn't come on, to do it with David.
Because you were napping.
I was napping, but there's more to it. Should I say it right here on your podcast, or should I wait till next week and tell him when I've talked to him? There's a reason.
Go ahead,
I mean, you could say it. I don't. He might listen to this podcast since he likes to check in on us every now and again. But
oh, definitely.
So, I worked late. I got home, and
David sends them.
I wanted to watch the last episode of the Book of Fett. I watched the last episode, and when it was over, I fell asleep. I was that tired. I had enough energy to stay awake to watch that last episode. I'm like, yes. I was out. Yeah. And then I go back and I watch the next day. Ronnie basically called me out and said, he didn't even come on here. I was like, oh shit. It's like, okay. So I had to, I invited him on the podcast, to make up for it, make amends and stuff. I respect him. And to make amends, to say I was sorry, come on my show and I won't be asleep this time. So that's what I have going on. I know last night, Karma Dean, she was not able to come on. So I pretty much put a podcast out there with myself last night, just telling stories, and it was fun. That's going to be out here by this weekend, but next week, yep, Reverend Ronnie Roberts, going to have him on from OVW on the Everett Lee Show. So check it out.
Man.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We've been listening to him for going on 2 years now. You're going to have a fun conversation. He has a lot of stories to tell.
Definitely. A lot of knowledge. But he also going to take your money, too.
He comes for the money. So since we're talking about him, buy his merch, too. I want to say it's on Chop Shop, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's at, but
yeah, Chop Shop. That's what I
represent the Church of America.
Yes. Give to the good church.
Yes.
Oh, that gives me an idea, Everett. We should hold pans up, pans with a couple dollar bills in it.
Dude, you hold up $2 bills. He's going to expect you to mail it to him, because if not, he's on the front doorstep.
You're right. Never mind.
You'll suddenly get a message with his mailing address in it. PO box here.
Yeah. PayPal here. Yeah.
Yeah. That plate's going to be upside your head there.
Yeah, it would be.
He's going to show up. And he's gonna be knocking on your door there, and he's gonna show up and be like,
"Here's Johnny."
yeah. You're gonna be like, "Oh shoot!" It's like he's gonna be like, "Where's that money at? Where's that money at?" and then he'll say, "Where's that $2?" David said, "I used it." Used it on what? I used it and had something to drink.
Drinking a little bit of the bubbly.
Damn, Everett, right? Yeah.
Damn.
Oh god.
Yeah, I forgot I had the soundboard up, man.
I know you always do. You're always ready.
I forgot.
Always.
Yeah.
But
always.
Guys, Everett? What do I have planned for this weekend?
What do you have planned for this weekend?
Monday night.
Doing quest.
That's what you got planned. I'm just joking.
Here, this Monday night, this Monday at 8 p.m., I'm going to be talking with pro wrestler Andre Alexander. And,
yes.
And that's it. That's
yes.
all I got for this week. But then on the 22nd, I got to go on to hang out with the Reverend and Everett Lee again.
Reverend and the Everett.
Yeah.
Hell, man. Hey, that'd be a good idea for a sitcom.
You and Ronnie.
Reverend and the Everett. That would be great, man.
I think we'll have to mention that next week, Everett.
Yep. Title that. I'm probably going to title that episode 241 is going to be called Reverend and the Everett. Yay, you got to be interesting. You got to be creative with names for your episodes and stuff.
Absolutely. All right, guys, let's call it a night.
All right. Thank you.
It sounds good. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely. Anytime, Mitch. Come back anytime.
Yep.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Yep. Good night, guys.
Night, guys.
Night. You can find more Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on the following. Just hit the like button and share. You can hear the audio portion of Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes. Social media, Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Facebook, Twitter at DavidNJ32, Instagram, DavidNJ36, YouTube, David C. Russell, and DeathmatchWrestlePodcast.com. Podcast City Network, your top source for independent podcasting. Be creative, be yourself. PodcastCity.net. Facebook, Podcast City Network. Twitter at Podcast City Net. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast merchandise available podcastcity.net/shop. Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Head over to wrestlingwithjoners.com. Follow them on Facebook, Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Twitter, @withjoners_pod. I want to mention Collar and Elbow. collarandelbowbrand.com. Use the promo code Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast.
Podcast City Network.